This is Isaac Blajek with my term project for ECE 376 embedded systems. What I made is an embedded system that's an electromagnetic lock, which is controlled by an input through computer. So I enter my password. It will send a signal down from my PIC to this relay, which will then deactivate my magnet. It will also turn my NeoPixel green, which will actually start de-incrementing slowly from red to yellow from green to yellow to red. And once it gets to red, which is about 12 seconds, I'll have a frequency of 92.5 hertz play from my speaker, which is connected to a MOSFET amplifier right here. I have a decoupling capacitor right here, otherwise you hear a frequency, just a constant noise from the power supply. I have a switch right here, which will allow me to use my capture 1 and 2, so I know how long my door has been open. That also lets me know when the door has been shut or whether it's been shut or not. I have a second long delay between the door shutting and the lock re-engaging. That way you don't have the door not be shut all the way and it slams shut. For my display, I have a fake company name I made up a while ago, Isaac Systems, and it indicates that it's locked. I have a data screen, so it's been opened 4 times. It has last time, average time, and total time. The last time and average time are in seconds. The total time is in minutes. Also, when you click the data button, it will also bring up the data onto my terminal right here. So every time you hit data, it'll bring up on there. I also have another button right here just to show my interrupts working. So I have my capture 1 and 2 at the top, and then I have my timer 1 and then my timer 0 at the bottom. So my code is right here. I have 9,000 bytes. I have 2 different files. I have my subroutines I threw over here, which is just my NeoPixel stuff, and just some different screen settings. So I initiate my interrupts. I have my timer 1, my capture tools right here. Then I initiate, this is my interrupt for getting my information from my computer, my data from my computer. I have my timer 0 for the alarm. So that's what generates my frequency by toggling RA2. I also have timer 2 right here working as a delay, so I can set a delay so I can get a more accurate delay. I have port B set up as my input. Port C is set up as capturing every rising edge. And then for my setups, I have my SCI setup, interrupt setup. I have my timer 0, timer 2, timer 1, capture 1 set at rising edge, capture 2 falling edge. I initiate my LCD, I play a little loading screen, which you can see. I'll just restart it. Little loading screen right there. That also resets my data. This turns all the NeoPixels red before, at brightness of 56, before it gets to the main routine. Then right here, I'm looking for my flag, which is my enter key to get my 4-digit password, which is set up right here. And then if I enter a password, I have it right here. If I enter a password that is not my password, which is 1234, and it's greater than 0, then I'll play an alarm sound. So I can show that right here. There it goes. So right there's, it's playing a quick alarm because I'm clicking enter, but there's no password entered. So what this code does is it turns on play for delay of 500, which is half a second, and then it turns it off, and then it resets data to 0. And then if my data is my password, it's going to write unlocked right here, and then it will also send out my signal, which will turn off my relay. And then I set my delay for 5 seconds. And so it will be green for 5 seconds. It's checking to see if my door closes. And if the door closes, it will reset data to 0 and get out of this loop. If by the end of this, delay of 5 seconds, it's not over, if the door is still open, it will start decreasing the brightness of green and increasing the brightness of red, which will change it from green to yellow to red. And the delay is set at a second, and it's going to repeat this while also checking for whether the door has been closed. It's going to repeat this 8 times. And then right when it reaches 8, we'll actually reach 7. So that's what makes it 12-second run. It will then shut off my alarm, because if it's not closed by that time, it's going to play an alarm, and so it will shut off the alarm. Once you close the door, you'll shut off the alarm, wait a second, and then deactivate my signal. So then the relay will turn back on and relock. And then I just make sure that my NeoPixel is all red. Then I have just my info for the opening the data screen, and then sending the information to the computer. So let's demonstrate me unlocking it. So I'm going to put my password in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit enter. It unlocks. I'm going to open it and then it will unlock after a few seconds, and then it'll lock again after a few seconds. Enter the password again, and let's open this for a couple seconds. I have that set at 2 seconds, so each square is 2 seconds. So that should be about a little over 4 seconds. And the lock re-engaged, and we can check our data. It's been opened once, and it was open for about 4 seconds, with a total time of 0.07 minutes. I can do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open. And let's open this for just a little longer. Let's actually open it all the way until the alarm goes. You see it de-incrementing to red. The alarm goes off. Re-engages. Right there, it was open for 14 seconds. That was the second time it was open. We got an average time of 9 seconds. Here, let's do it one more time. Unlocks. It said unlocked right there. We open it up, and let's actually try to shut this right when it gets all the way to red, so we can see how long the alarm plays. So right there was just a little short. So it's open for 9 seconds. Which is actually not quite right. Let's do this one more time. 4. I should. I see. I didn't open it right away, so I cut down my time. Because this will start, since I didn't open it right away, I cut down. So if I open it right away when it unlocks. I have 12 seconds for it to re-engage. So let's do that. So this should be, yep, 12 seconds. So because of the way I have this coded, if you look right here, if I don't open the door until the end of this delay, then the alarm is going to sound. I'll have a shorter amount of time to have the door open. Well, anyway, that is my final term project for ECE 376, Embedded Systems. Thank you for your time.